What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And today we're here with another GARP challenge video, and today we're going to be taking on the Navy difficulty GARP challenge. And today's video is focusing in on the brand new Sugofest exclusive characters that just came out, being Vivi Rebecca and also Shirahoshi and Mancherry. Now, I've already done a Shirahoshi and Mancherry style showcase video. I haven't particularly done one for Vivi and Rebecca as of now, but in this video today, I want to be building a team with these two characters together to take on the Navy GARP challenge. And the really cool thing about these units is that they're both quick units, and they work very well together to enable you to clear that quick Navy GARP challenge a lot easier, and you guys will be seeing that in this video today. So before we get into that, I want to just briefly talk about the unit itself, because we've already talked about Shirahoshi and Mancherry in extensive detail in my other video. But for Vivi and Rebecca, there's such a really interesting unit. Now, their captain effect, this being Vivi's captain effect, she's a quick unit and she boosts Striker Cerebral by 3.25. You get a 1.3 color affinity as well with her captain ability. You get 1.3 health, and then for Striker and Cerebral characters, your quick slots are going to be counted as matching and reduces the chances of recovery and tandem slots appearing, because you'll see that when they form into their dual captain, that you don't really want to be getting recovery and tandem slots, but because they reduce the appearance of those slots, they also give you 2,000 heal per turn, because obviously you're not really going to be getting many recovery slots, which means you don't get much healing back. So it's great. They have health boost, really nice recovery abilities, and make quick slots matching. Now, unfortunately, because it is a dual unit, the captain effect only being a 3.25 boost is pretty weak, but you do have the 1.3 color affinity, but it means if you attack with type disadvantage, it's pretty bad. But if you attack with type advantage, then yeah, this captain is going to be great. Now, Rebecca is pretty similar, honestly. It's essentially the same sort of captain effect, except that instead of making quick slots matching, she makes dex slots matching instead, so nothing really too noteworthy there. But as for their special ability, they're going to go ahead and reduce bind and special bind by 6, and then doubles Striker and Cerebral characters' attack and slot effects for 1 turn, and then fuse for Vivi and Rebecca for 3 turns. Such an amazing special ability that definitely will see a lot of play. Whenever a new Striker or a Cerebral legend comes out, this is always going to be a unit that you can jam onto that team, and it's going to perform, which is great. Speaking of their switch ability, though, is fantastic because it removes their own special bind completely, heals 1500 health, and gives you a 1.25 times chain multiplier boost. So this unit gives you chain multiplier plus attack plus orb boost, and then they have that amazing heal, and also they completely remove special bind on themselves, which means you don't have to worry about, you know, being special binded in order to use their special. You can use their switch effect to get rid of it, and then their special ability to remove it for the rest of your crew, which is just so good. And then their dual captain effect, of course, once we get to that, is going to just be a pretty similar form of their single form of captain, except it's a 4 times flat boost. You still get a 1.3 color affinity, so attacking with type advantage is going to be super ideal here. You still get the health boost, and then it makes all type slots matching for Striker and Cerebral, which is why recovery and tandem are not going to be appearing as often, which obviously means that in their dual form, they're going to be getting lots of matching slots for your team, which helps for their orb boosting special, and then heal by 4,000 as well. Heal by 4,000 in their dual form. So overall, if you're building a Striker and Cerebral team, this is a pretty solid unit to be using, and obviously because they're Striker and Cerebral, they get access to a lot of fantastic hybrid opportunities as well. But there we go, that's the rundown of the unit and what you're going to be experiencing in this video today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the content. So jumping into the content, this is the team composition that we have right here. So we do have quite a few Sugofest exclusives on this team, obviously with a double Vivi Rebecca, Shirahoshi Mancherry. Those are the units that I mainly wanted to highlight in this video today. But as for the other characters as well, we have none other than the Redhead Pirates, Shanks' crew, just a phenomenal unit. You know, if you're running a Cerebral team and you have the capabilities of using Shanks' crew, you know, you might as well use them. They're pretty awesome, man. I love using Shanks' crew, even as a captain if I need to. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of using dual units, but I must say that, you know, these units, with how well they work together, these units are phenomenal to use, even as captains. And that's coming from someone that doesn't really like dual units, right? Because the switchability of Shirahoshi and Mancherry allow you to access overhealing, and with the amount of healing capabilities that Vivi and Rebecca can provide to your team, is quite astounding, honestly. You know, getting the additional 2,000 heal per turn with both captain abilities, that's 4,000. You get an additional 1,000 from auto healing, and if you happen to run, you know, the Liberal Hind, for example, you can get, you know, an additional 1,000. So that can be up to 6,000 heal per turn just from doing nothing, really, which is pretty insane to think about. In this team composition here, though, as noted, I'm not using Liberal Hind. I'm actually using the Zunisha ship And the main reason for it is because the Kizaru fight is relatively difficult to get through, which was part of the reason why we're using Trafalgar Law in this team. Is like, not really specifically for the Kizaru stage, but it's nice that we have him because I really wanted to use a unit that had accessibility to someone like a Rayleigh support or a Corazon support. And the best character that felt like fit the bill for that specific role was going to be this 6+ V2 Law, who isn't really like a super required unit, but he definitely helps take down Kizaru in one turn because it gives our cerebral characters a 2.25 times orb boosting effect, which is quite good to have. And this is where the Corazon support comes in clutch versus Smoker, Hina, and also Toadskii. Because of that Corazon support, 2 of the 3 leftover turns of the bind are going to be removed. The despair is removed, but then we can have the accessibility of Shirahoshi Manchuri switch effect to remove that final turn of bind. So that's a really great way to get around the utility, and just another reason why these units work so well together, of course. And then we do have the Wedding Nami, which was actually released during the co-op Kizuna Clash versus Gecko Moria. And her main role on the team is to not only give us the ability to just get a boost, a color affinity boost to our team, but she also has access to an effect that can remove 5 turns of damage threshold. And there's 2 specific instances where you want to be removing damage threshold on the enemy side of the field. The first one was prior to this stage versus Kobe and Helmeppo. Having her ability to remove that threshold and as well as giving us a boost is quite enormous actually. It does, I think, only give color affinity to Strength Dex Quick, so our side characters versus Int aren't going to be getting the boost from that, but it's not really the main reason why she's on the team. Obviously getting color affinity is a nice bonus, but we just wanted the utility, of course. And the other time where we need to use Nami is going to be on the revival of the boss stage on stage 7. And I do have Brûlé support attached to Nami just to make sure that, you know, when we reach the final boss stage that her cooldown is ready to go. Fortunately for us, it is, and we kind of actually don't even need the Brûlé support, but, you know, it's an added security measure just in case if she isn't ready by the time you reach the boss stage, because Brûlé support does give you an additional 2 turns of cooldown once you reach the final boss stage. And now here comes the part of the fight where all quick teams are going to have a little bit of a struggle to get through. And this is where we are able to use the switch effect of Shanks, which gives us a 1.5 attack boost. We have the Shanks special to give us a 3.5 times chain lock. And we also have the Law special giving us a 2.25 orb boosting effect. Now remember, with the captain ability of Vivi Rebecca is that if you attack with type disadvantage, the color affinity does also affect you. So that's another reason why, you know, quick units, or specifically a team with these units, could be a little bit troublesome to get through. But luckily, Law gives us enough firepower to just get through it. I have tried doing that stage without the Law special, and it just simply isn't enough damage to kill in one turn. Though the thing is you don't have to kill that stage in one turn. You know, you can actually take your time on the Kizaru stage because you have so much healing capabilities with this specific team. Even if you don't kill in one turn, you can just stall it out and move on to the next stage. And because with this team composition, we're using the Shirahoshi Manchuri special on the on the second last stage versus Fujitora, even if you're affected with blindness or paralysis moving into the final stage, or the 6th stage here against Fuji, you can use the Shirahoshi Manchuri special just to remove all those debuffs that you would have received from Kizaru anyway. And the tap debuff is also quite frustrating for this stage, but we're having all these boosts active. We still have the 3.5 times chain lock active from the Kizaru stage moving into Fujitora. So yeah, plus the 2 times orb boost and attack boost, plus the Shirahoshi Manchuri, you know, full board of slots, healing and everything. It's not really a big deal. Plus using the switch ability of Shirahoshi Manchuri prior to the special gives us huge overhealing. So you see we have over 100,000 HP with this team. And, you know, some people say, oh, why don't you save Shirahoshi Manchuri for the final stage to get rid of the burn? Well, with over 100,000 HP, I don't think the burn is really going to be that big of a problem. So, yeah, really don't have to worry about that at all. But one other key support unit on this team is we have the brand new support Rare Recruit Chopper. I didn't record it, but I did do 2 multis on the support banner. I pulled the Chopper, which attaches to a quick cerebral unit, and when they use their special, you get health, and also you get a 1.5 times affinity boost to your cerebral units and your quick units. So all of our team here gets a color affinity boost, plus the 2 times attack, plus the 2 times orb boost just from Vivi Rebecca. Plus we have the switch ability of the captain to give us a small chain multiply boost as well. And that's really good. And after the revive, we can use the Nami special to remove the threshold, give us a color affinity boost, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching this video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.